Hi, I'm Kieran. Welcome to On Today's Ride, and this week we're testing out my new drone here in beautiful Snowdonia National Park. Okay, here we are again, back on the road, filming again after a couple of weeks off after my multi-episode Scottish tour. If you haven't seen that, that's the previous few videos on the channel. But this week, as I say, we're back in lovely Snowdonia, in South Snowdonia, and we're doing a gravel ride. It's a gravel bike, it's the gravel shorts. We're doing a gravel ride and we're doing a tour of Cader Idris, which is, I'd say it's probably the second most famous mountain in North Wales after Snowdon, Arwydfa. There's many activities you can do on it, walking. I've mountain biked up and down it, and this week we're doing a gravel ride around it. So we're doing a tour of Cader Idris, and I've got the drone with me, so we'll be testing that out, and I'll say a bit more about that later. But for now, just enjoying these, quite flat actually around here, very pretty, very quiet roads and gravel paths around Cader Idris. Well, I didn't know this off-road path existed just next to the main road. Very nice though. Stop and get a photo, I think. Very pretty. Yeah, Indian summer. Is that, do people know that expression, non-Brit? Is that universal? I don't know. I mean, I'll quickly explain. An Indian summer is basically a late summer. It's when you get fine weather in the autumn, in the fall, and it's now technically fall. It's the beginning of September, so it's only just out of summer. But Indian summer is particularly sweet when you've had a really bad regular summer, which we have. So we had fantastic weather in June, and then July and August are probably two of the worst summer months I've ever experienced, and they were so bad, everyone could feel there had to be some good weather coming at some point, and here it is. Several days, unbroken sun by the looks of it, warm, don't have to keep looking at weather forecasts that change every 53 seconds. Don't think about what you're going to have to wear, especially on the bike. Just got my t-shirt on, short sleeved, pair of shorts, and we're good to go. So, Indian summer, roll on. Obstacles in the path. Any ladies? Oh, not ladies, boys. Maybe young male bull with his mum. Go on. Two young male bulls. They're alright when they're alone, but in a herd they can be oh, just as I say that, giving me the eye. I'm not scared of cows. Probably should be. I think cows kill more farmers than anything else, but I've sort of grown up in the country, so I'm kind of used to them. Famous last words. Okay, another Ford coming. Look, there is a bridge alternative again, but we'll get our wheels wet. Doesn't look too deep. It's quite deep. It's quite off-putting with the water running quite strongly, but we're through. So we're still, Cader's up there, Cader Idris up there. So Cader Idris, nice Welsh name, means the chair, Cader of Idris. And Idris was another famous mythical Welsh giant. And Cader Idris, the mountain, is the chair of Idris. So he was a real giant. It must have been quite some size. Have a mountain for a seat, and yeah, as I've said, it's a lovely mountain. Walking, biking. Maybe we'll have to mountain bike it again. Get it on film. Lovely little stretch here. This path, sort of paved cycle path along the shore of Llinwingil, I think it's called, something like that. The main road's over there, the road to Machynlleth, which I have driven many times and cycled, but this one, perfect. You just, no traffic, the joys of gravel riding, eh? Okay, well here it is, the Hover X1. It was a crowdfunding Kickstarter sort of campaign that I saw. Joe is a guy who's got a YouTube channel called China Cycling, and he made a video about it, and as soon as I saw that video, I thought, that is a game changer, I want one. And a couple of reasons why I thought that was, one, it's very small, but it folds up. And in the video, Joe just pulled it out of his jersey, his cycling jersey back pocket, got it out, opened it up, and it set it to fly, and it just followed him. So that's the other very clever thing about it. It doesn't have controls. You can manually control it from the phone, but it's got these preset buttons. You don't even need the phone. Preset flight paths, so it'll just do what it's been instructed to do. You can change the parameters of those, but you can get it to hover, you can get it to follow you, you can get it to zoom out, and you can get it to do like an orbit. So it's very clever, it's very light, it's very easy to use, and it was relatively cheap as well, so that's a bargain all round. Anyway, let's just have a look at it flying. Okay, I'm going to fly it, and I'm going to film it flying from my action camera, and then we'll see how that actual flight looks like from the drone. Wonders of modern technology, eh? But the thing you'll notice is, as it starts,
20 feet, orbit.
It's going to get noisy. Okay, I've set it into orbit mode, so it'll drift out. Now, the noise is only really loud when it takes off out of the palm of your hand. And yeah, so it's in orbit mode, so now it'll just fly around me. It's got an eye on me. Yeah, does a little orbit. You can set various like parameters, so I've told it to do like a 20-foot orbit. A little bit higher than me, you can change that. And then it'll come all the way around. It'll finish its 360 degrees, and then it should, let's hope, return to base. There we go, coming back. Yeah, and then I just put my hand out. Pretty nifty, huh? Okay, so we've switched to the drone's view now, and the thing you'll notice, and this is what's so clever, is that there's no sound from the drone as it circles around me, because what's happening is it's actually filming through my phone, through an external microphone that I got pinned onto me. It's then going to noise cancel that, take its own noise out, and then it'll stitch that together with the video. And I don't have, it just does it automatically as soon as I download it. Very, very clever bit of software. Okay, so that's the Hover X1. Hope you enjoyed the demo. I mean, I'm just getting used to it and learning about all the kinds of shots you can get with it. There's a lot of possibilities, I think. And they keep doing updates as well to the software, so new things start appearing. Yeah, great startup Chinese company. I wish them all the best. Good news and bad news if you want to get one. Good news is you can order them. The bad news is the Kickstarter fund has finished, I'm afraid. So the price has gone up a bit. I think I paid like £250 and it's now £350. I have to say, when I saw the video on China cycling, it's a bit into the sun there. I saw the video on China cycling and thought, that's got to be £400 or £500. I looked it up, it was £250. I was like, I'm ordering. Oh man, this is heaven. Look at that beautiful gravel track heading into the hills, and then we turn to the left a little bit into the sun, but look, there's the Irish Sea. Wow. Final descent. Ooh, look at that. What a valley. I've been up near here. I think we're near Llyn Cregennan. I've been up to in the van and stayed overnight, and I've done a road ride up to there, but I've not been off-road like this. Definitely a 10 out of 10 route, this one. A little bit stony and rocky here, so I'm going easy. Sort of shoot down it on the mountain bike, but on the gravel bike without suspension. Tend to go a bit easy on these rocky descents. It's actually left. It's a good thing I looked at my map at that point. Yeah, that's where we're headed. There's the Malvac estuary in there. You can just see the tidal estuary from the Irish Sea. Superb. And then, as if this ride couldn't get any better, the last part back along the Malvac estuary on this bespoke cycle path. I have ridden a bit of it before on a road bike, which wasn't so comfy, so it's nice to do this classic gravel path on a gravel bike. Very pretty through the mud flats, low tide at the moment. Okay, and that's it, back to the van. That was the ride. We did 57 kilometres, 1,000 metres of climbing, so yeah, decent. About 3 hours riding, 4 hours with all the faffing around with cameras and drones. But it was a great ride. I think that's now possibly my favourite gravel ride in Snowdonia. Okay, that's the end of the ride. I'm back in the van, gonna head back home. Fantastic gravel ride, definitely up there in one of my favourite gravel rides in Snowdonia. Hope you enjoyed the movie, hope you enjoyed the drone. I love flying it. And see you next time on today's ride.